Okay, so after having gone through the online tutorial in class and then again on their own, students were beginning to outline a response to the second prompt here, titled Economic Systems and the Government. The prompt reads, which type of economy, free market, mixed, or command, gives citizens of a society the best chance to meet their needs and wants? And after viewing the tutorial, students then created an outline in which they laid out which evidence from the notes they would like to use. And in the process, they were kind of led on an evaluation of each different type of economy so they could choose for themselves which one they thought best answers the question. Now here's student A's response to the second prompt. And it starts out good with a nice topic sentence in which she simply restates the question while filling in her choice for the answer. So, bare bones, but straight and to the point. I know what this paragraph is going to be all about. And she goes on to use a number of specific examples to kind of back up her argument. Now, the one thing I did notice was that the sentence here, government involvement for a mixed economy lies between the amount of government involvement in a free market economy and the amount of government involvement in a command economy. This is a very true statement. With additional explanation, it could be a very good piece of evidence to use in backing up her argument. However, she just kind of throws the sentence in there somewhat as filler, perhaps, or just as an extra piece of evidence. But she doesn't really go into explaining how that helps citizens in any way to meet their needs and wants. So what I noticed here, here's my rubric for grading prompt 2. So for student A, Alexis, the one area that she really needed to work on here was explaining her supporting details, not just including them in the body of the paragraph, but explaining how they relate back to the prompt. In this case, how it would help a citizen to meet their needs and wants in that particular economy. So Alexis, again, a clear argument, but she needs to watch out for some irrelevant information, or at least if you're going to include it, you need to explain it a little better. Now here's student B, Hunter. He had a better baseline of explaining his supporting details than Alexis did. But he goes on and kind of, he includes some good supporting details. But where Hunter is really struggling is in writing clearly in a way that the reader understands what he's actually trying to get at. So for example, in a free market economy, it is based on supply and demand, so you get a good deal. Okay? Well, it shows that he's thinking and trying to interpret what a free market economy is and how it differs from the other types of economy. But in the actual sentence itself, I'm left wondering what he's talking about when he says it is based on supply and demand. He never explains that. I don't really know where he's going. As the teacher, I think I know where he's trying to go with that, but I can't jump to any conclusions in this context. He also needs to explain a little more about what getting a good deal actually means to him. So again, taking a quick look at Hunter's rubric here. Fairly good scores across the board, but again, as with Alexis, needing to kind of clarify how your information actually relates back to the prompt. And then Hunter's main struggle across the first two prompts so far has been spelling and grammar errors that we're trying to work on. So again, clear argument, but again, just with Alexis, having some irrelevant information, and that's something that I was hoping to address here going into the third prompt.